Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen. And while I'm here, and you can probably tell my camera kind of brightens up after a little bit, it's just like that. So I'm sorry if it starts like that every now and then. But I've told you this card is following me around. We have the Twin Flame card, and everything you said, sorry, hold on, let me do this right. Everything you said was true. I just never admitted it. So we have an honest and perhaps direct or blunt conversation with somebody that you've had, time together, separation. There's generally a lot of healing and learning, but also no contact with somebody that, happens to be a twin flame. So let's see what else we have. We're going to call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. That's a sign for someone. Let's start off with the Hocus Pocus Tarot and see what else we've got. Hello, Jess. What's going on? What else do we have? The Sun and the Five of Swords, or the Five of Lightning. I'm sure you can tell from the illustration here of the black cat. This is somebody who is a little bit shocked. Sorry, there's like a hair on my nose. It's driving me crazy. It's still there. Oh, I think I got it. So basically, I ruined my own happiness is how I'm taking this. Five of Swords is a card that talks about sabotage. Oftentimes there's three individuals on a Five of Swords. This is the one cat. So I feel this is, I did something and it kind of blew up in my face, right? Hello, Santiago. What else? Eight of Lightning or Eight of Swords in the reverse. Suspension, which is the Hanged Man in the reverse. And Strength. That's interesting because I almost saw the word strength when I saw suspension, and then I remembered it changes the name of that card. So I feel there's somebody who has resisted changing their perspective. They had, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a pessimistic view. Maybe they didn't really want to do all of the heavy lifting, didn't want to do all of the work. So they were being stubborn. And as a result, with the Strength card, the other person in this twin flame dynamic decided to roll their sleeves up and do what they needed to do for themselves, which could mean start to move on, right? Hello, Ruben. How are you doing? Hello, Bradley. What else? Then we have the Queen of Potions, which is the Queen of Cups, and the World. So there's a question mark here. If this is somebody that you love, if this is the person that makes your heart go pitter patter, then just how far are you willing to go? Cue the 500-mile song, right? This is saying you have a choice to let things end or to do what you've been avoiding. Because the World is someone saying, you know what, I'm okay with walking away. Seven of Pumpkins or Seven of Pentacles. And the Page of Pumpkins. I've put in as much as I can. I've tried as much as I could, and I can't do your work for you. So whoever resonates with this Queen of Cups, they feel like they've shown unconditional love. They feel like they've put themselves out there, but if they can't get that same energy back, this is how it goes. Hello, Darnell. Hello, Voyager. How are we doing? Six of Potions, which is the Six of Cups. Some of you have started to feel that this person was just intentionally manipulating or trying to make you see them in a certain way. And with the Nine of Pumpkins or Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, they may have a tendency to be codependent or be toxic in relationships if they get in relationships. But I also feel like they have a tendency to ignore some of their intuition, but also make your intuition a little hazy. You may notice that the further you are away from this person, the easier it is for you to read them, or the easier it is for you to understand your own emotions or your own gut feelings. Hello, random user. How are you doing? Hello, Psyche. How's it going? We've got the Hierophant and the Knight of Candles, which is the Knight of Wands, and the Moon in the reverse. I really don't like how much I've been seeing that lately, because generally the Moon in the reverse is about not having the best of intentions. However, this is clarifying the world. And I think that is more symbolic of somebody feeling like there is a life they had planned. There is a life they had, started building in their brain as the light at the end of the tunnel. If I do this, then I can have that. I most definitely did not do something cleaning related today and then incentivize myself with a Snickers as the light at the end of the tunnel. It definitely did not do that today. This is somebody who is looking at the Queen of Cups thinking, if I did all of that work, it would probably be worth it because that person is pretty amazing. But I don't know if I can actually do it. Now they've left themselves so little time to actually work towards this goal. They feel like they've already lost it. It's like, if this is all of the time that they have to figure out their ish before they can reunite or reconcile with you, this first half of it, they were like, oh, it's probably too soon. I got to do some other things. Oh, wait. Oh, and then the other half, oh, it's too late now. Oh, I guess I missed my window. What was the window of where was the window of opportunity? I love you, but you have probably made some excuses for yourself so as to avoid this, right? But there is an opportunity for you to course correct. Hello, upper echelon. How are you doing? No, I did the cleaning first. I earned the Snickers bar. That's the whole point. I'm totally transactional with myself. Like, I make deals in my head. Okay, I got to do this, this, and this, and then I can eat lunch. We got the Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Swords in the same column as the first Five of Swords. Remember I told you normally the Five of Swords has 3 people in it? It would help if my finger didn't cover them. There we go. This is saying, okay, I guess I need to be honest with myself and maybe even honest with you. That maybe what I did was sabotage the connection. Did you already tell them they did that? Did you already say it feels like you're trying to make it more difficult? Because I bet you did. All right, what else do we have? Hello, Darth. Exactly. We've got the Fool in the reverse and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. I've made a mistake. I missed an opportunity. I should have been more honest with myself about what was really going on. This person was kind of hiding from the truth. We might get a card that says denial. Trying to think what would be Ace of Swords in the reverse, maybe. Hermit in the reverse. This is, I don't really want to be honest with myself about the gravity of the situation or the importance of my doing something for myself right now, because then I would have to do the work, right? Hanged Man, the Sun in the reverse, and Eight of Pentacles. The thing is, we have some sense of urgency or some indication that has been picked up by the, what are we going to call you? Suspension. Makes you sound like a car. I really don't like using the Hanged Man as like an identifier. We can call you the Hierophant. I don't know though. I think that's your person. Look, here's what we've got. We've got somebody who was refusing to admit that they needed to work on some things or refusing to do the things that they needed to actually work on. Sun in the reverse. Another hint that we have somebody that doesn't want to think about it, doesn't want to deal with it, right? But then we go to the Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody who's approaching mastery or somebody who is working very diligently on something. Where did that come from? It's because the Queen of Potions or the Queen of Cups is doing something. They're not just sitting there. The Queen of Cups, let's pretend you're at a party with your partner, a house party. There's 20 people there, and you both have this system. You make eye contact, you know it's time to leave. You could be completely across the house from each other, but it's okay. You can communicate this to each other. This is someone seeing the Queen of Cups across the house party, getting up, grabbing their purse or their coat or their phone or, I don't know, the road beer. And this Eight of Pentacles person is like, oh, you're getting ready to leave. I guess I probably need to go get my coat. I need to, like, I don't know, go to the bathroom or something real quick, find my keys. This person's like, okay, the Queen of Cups is on the move. I also need to be on the move. Hello, Megan. How are you doing? I like it, Darnell. What else? The World again, and High Priestess in the reverse. It's like there's a portal closing. There's an opportunity disappearing because somebody has refused to do what they needed to do. Because with the High Priestess in the reverse, this is somebody who, yeah, they're still operating under fear. There's something holding them back from doing the right thing by the person they care for the most. It could be somebody's ego or pride. Thank you, dude. You're so funny. Hello, Star Angel. How are you doing? I would say this is a good old hint that we got somebody that might be dealing with some pride or ego, and it is making it difficult for them to admit to themselves, I have done things the wrong way, or maybe I've been wanting to make things seem unrealistic for me to take care of so that I don't have to take care of them. Oh, that garbage is going to be awful to take out. It might, like, you know, burst because there's too much stuff in there. I should just never take it out. Raise your hand if you think that's a good plan. It's not. That's effectively what this person is doing. There's something I don't want to do. I know I need to do it, but I don't want to do it, so I'm not going to do it. And then, oh no, now it's too late. It's not working. So this Queen of Cups, also coming out as the King of Cups, has decided maybe it's time for me to admit to myself that you're just going around in circles, that you're not making the progress that you should be, right? And I can't really just like sit here waiting forever. Yeah. So there is a pretty good chance that this twin flame connection is not going to be able to make it to that next chapter because somebody has effectively like not gotten ready in time, like Home Alone style. The plane's going to leave. If you haven't packed your bags and gotten to the airport in time, you're probably not going to go, right? I mean, Kevin had a great time, but I think you probably want to be on time. All right, this is the Beginner's Tarot. Yes, they do. I agree. Of course, I would probably agree with that for most things. Or like, could we do like a burrito? Dr. Pepper? Just kidding. So we've got the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. The opportunity for a stable or like happy home life seems to have left the building. The high priestess in the reverse, whoever is not necessarily, wanting to follow their intuition, they're realizing they had this chance. They had this window of opportunity and they just like watched it go by. If I have been waiting for the ice cream truck to hit my street for weeks, and then I hear that delightful musical sound approaching, am I going to go like hop on the phone? No, I'm going to wait for my ice cream. I just ate. Why am I talking so much about food? Are you guys hungry? Is that it? This is somebody who realized they walked away from what they wanted. They maybe can't really get very mad if you walk away from them. Like I started this by walking away from what I wanted or not expressing the emotions that would have made it clear you're a priority to me. Hello, Chandler. How are you doing? Hello, Santiago. What else do we have? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. If you choose to be ruled by fear, if you choose to avoid your healing, and I have gotten to this point where I have an opportunity or my life is about to get better, then I have to admit to myself that maybe you'll hold me back. Does that sound a little bit harsh? It might. If you are not willing to invest in yourself, please tell me why I should invest in you. I want to invest in you. That's what this person's saying. The Queen of Cups is somebody who loves with an open heart. They want to give this offer or have this opportunity with this person, right? Their twin flame. But at the same time, it's like, you got to do the first thing for yourself. You got to show that you're interested in working on what you can, that you can control the controllables. Because I can't be here, with a dustpan. Is your name Pam? Is that it? A dustpan and a broom every time there's broken glass on the floor, right? So I need you to be accountable. And if you can do that, changes a lot, right? That's funny, Darth. What else? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They see you're walking away as a betrayal. As I look at you from my vantage point, where I walked away from you first, I look down my nose at you and I judge you for also walking away from me. They walked away from you first, maybe even more than once. And because you have the audacity to do the same thing, they're mad. I mean, you could make a little card or a little miniature violin. This is somebody who's being unfair. They're mad at you for something they have already done to you. They may have already done it to you in a less polite way. You might have been a little bit classier, but they're still mad. How dare you want a new beginning? How dare you leave me in the, past? You didn't even give me any sense of hope that maybe I could still be with you. At least I left it open-ended so that you had some question mark and I, every once in a while you could get me back or what. No, they're mad at you for the same. I don't know how they justify it, but they're trying to because they're mad. They feel hurt because they didn't think you would ever walk away. Page of Wands. There was some impulsive communication between the two of you that has lingered in their mind for a long time. They may be looking at it more than once. With that Page of Wands, I see somebody looking at their phone why did I do that? The Devil, again, they could have Capricorn in their chart, Moon in the reverse, or Pisces. And the Magician tells me this person knows they have every opportunity to do the right thing, and they've skipped a bunch of them. To be honest, it feels to me like they have downplayed their own abilities or ignored their own intuition because they're afraid of fear, even though they are perfectly capable of being successful. At this point, they have wasted a lot of time. And many of you, Queen of Cups, have decided, time's up. I baked 20 cakes in the time I've been waiting for you. I ate them all too, but don't tell anyone that. This is the Golden Lenormand. Hello, Queen of Butterflies. What a cool name. I love it. I hope you're having a good day. What else do we have? The Sun. Ooh, and the Fish. I love it. This is you with your glow up. The Sun is a very happy card. We had it in the reverse over here. No time for that. And the Fish is about good news. Here's the thing. I have a sneaking suspicion. You have good news coming your way, and your good news is going to be their bad news. They're going to look at it and be like, how dare you be happy without me? Ridiculous. The audacity. I'm sorry, can't stop. Have you ever said Woodbury in an accent like that? It's really fun. Woodbury. Sorry, I had a friend who lived in Woodbury, Minnesota. That's where that all started. So we've got, shockingly, a message from somebody that is not trustworthy. The Fox. Hey, looky there. It looks like you're having a real great time over there. Making money and stuff, being all happy. It would be a shame if somebody messed it up by being the same selves. Hello, Rebel. How are you doing? I like a sense of humor. Hello, Johnny. How are you doing? Be cautious. You're going to get a message. I do not feel like this person is going to be honest with you. Please use your discretion or your discernment. But the Fox clarifying the Fish to me screams opportunistic in a way that I don't really like. It's not my favorite. Okay. This is the Gilded Reverie. What else do we have? The Woman, number 29, and the Compass, number 42. So this aligns with the Queen of Cups. Remember, you don't have to be a woman for this to be your character, but this is somebody who is realizing, well, if it don't work out here, I can go somewhere else. If this ice cream parlor is closed, I think there's one right up the street. Go over there. Pivoting, accepting, forgiving, letting go. Because time heals all wounds, but also because you are nobody's doormat. You're not going to wait for 30 years, right? You're not going to wait forever for somebody who has not really done right by you. Hello, Cassandra. How are you doing? What's up, Key Controller? How's your day? All right, this is the Hidden Truth. What else do we have? I can't reach out. I watch your social media. You broke my heart. They felt like they couldn't talk to you because they knew they needed to come correct, or they knew it needed to be like perfect if they communicated with you. And then they waited too long, and at some point they realize you're in a relationship or you're dating someone else or you have moved on, and that breaks their heart. They can't explain why they are so drawn to you. They have loved before, but not like this. They cannot forget you. They're not over you. I do feel like they try to pretend that they're over you, but I think you've always known they're not over you. Says, I can't do this. And I feel like this is about their healing. I don't know how to do the right thing by you. I don't know how to be that person that you want me to be. This is the voyage of the soul. Compassion, empathy, forgiveness, holding space, and listen. If this person comes back around, you are encouraged to, at the very least, forgive them from afar. Let it go. Many of you are being encouraged to give them that time to apologize, but it is this appreciation for what you deserve and not accepting less that brings in your harvest or abundance. Steady, stable, rewards, financial gain, abundance, and windfall. Channel. Downloads, claircognizance, flashes, information, and deliver. Your intuitive gifts are going to increase over the next several weeks. Don't get freaked out. I mean, you can get freaked out, but like, chill, right? You'll be all right. It's okay. You're not like the little girl in Poltergeist, right? Right? Mm-hmm. So we've got free and indulge. There is a sense of relief headed your way. When there is finality or something that you feel marks the timeline shift, it enables you to breathe a sense of relief and focus on you and not feel so focused on what you could do differently for them to act differently. You can't always expect to be the catalyst for somebody else's action. Sometimes they have to be the one to initiate it. And if they didn't, that's on them. There's someone here on the other side, not to creep you out. It's like they want to give you a hug. I'd be like, you did what you could. Do not blame yourself for someone else not doing right by you. It's not your responsibility. This is the cats rule the earth. What else do we have? Five of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. The World. We've seen that several times now. I do feel like many of you can sense that things are changing. The energy is different. I'm sure spring is going to start popping up here for many of you. There is new things waiting for you right around the corner. And you sense that it's time to let go of this Five of Cups energy. The Queen of Pentacles is another hint that there is something about your finances improving. Seven of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. You go from feeling like you get nothing for what you have put in. You're not getting paid what you should, or you put in a lot of effort into a relationship, but somebody else didn't put in as much effort, to I'm in the money. Look at how happy that cat looks. Like, I'm sitting on top of something. This is great. Got a great vantage point. Nobody's higher up than me. Great. So we've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. The important thing is to be realistic or honest with yourself. For some of you, this person will come back around and they will have done the work. I'm going to tell you it's less than 25%. Please don't get mad at me. This is just one general reading, but this is Most of them are struggling right now to understand how they could let go of the things that hold them back. It's like their everyday world. I can't imagine giving that up. I can't imagine not being that person's friend. I can't imagine moving from there. Whatever it is, they don't want to admit that it's something they could change because it's something they don't want to change. Four of Cups in the reverse and the Sun in the reverse. It's not that I'm rejecting you. It's that I can't be with you. If I make it seem insurmountable or impossible, I remove the accountability from myself. Does it sound familiar? It's not my fault. It was never going to happen anyways. It could have. They're going to blame it on someone else, either you or the circumstances. Hello, Pytha. How are you doing? Ooh, that's kind of brutal. So we've got King of Swords, Page of Wands, and the High Priestess in the reverse. The important thing for you is you have learned a lot, not just about the world or other people or love, but about yourself. This Page of Wands in the middle, he's looking pretty entertained, right? You can make all the jokes you want, but this situation taught you that you can play by yourself. Taught you that you can be happy on your own. Helped you to realize that you can have that stability on your own. You can be honest with yourself, and you know how to communicate in a way that maybe some other people don't. That King of Swords has a real nice crown, but it's also somebody who is living under precisely zero illusions. I'm not going to believe in things that are not true. I'm not going to fall in love with your potential. I'm going to be honest about the situation and make the appropriate decision. So I don't feel you're at risk of being this High Priestess in the reverse, somebody who ignores their intuition. Rather, I feel you're being honest with yourself about dealing with somebody who is stubborn and ignoring their intuition. That's why you're playing with yourself now. Hello, Just B. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. What else do we have? Eight of Swords. The Star in the reverse. Ace of Cups. I want to remind you that this person has felt like they have been in the Eight of Swords maybe longer than they've known you. They have lived in that Eight of Swords energy, which is somebody who is stuck and they don't feel like they can get out. But it is a construct of their mind. It is because they are talking themselves out of making changes and avoiding healing. That's why they get stuck, right? You showed them love. You are the shining example of love for them in their lifetime, and you probably always will be. Twin flame. Do not regret what you have done to pursue this person, because you've learned from it and you've shown this person unconditional love in a lifetime where they maybe didn't see it from anybody else. And that's beautiful. So don't waste time regretting. Remind yourself that you are a sparkly, brilliant addition to many people's lives, and they will learn something. Justice, karma, Nine of Cups in the reverse, Hermit. It is because I chose my ego that I have to proceed on my own, or that I lost you. They have to lose you before they learn this lesson. And that's unfortunate because It's not true of all twin flames, but this is somebody who did let their pride or ego cut them off from the best connection that they had in their life. But they learned something. So there is a bright spot here. This is clarifying the High Priestess in the reverse. That's how I know it's not you. Not that you aren't the Hermit. I think you are. But you have taught them something very valuable. It might be a little bit like La La Land, so prepare yourself. You are going to find somebody else, a soulmate, somebody who really understands, appreciates, and respects you and loves you. And this person you consider to be your twin flame is likely going to find somebody else as well. You might have one of those moments where you run into each other and it's the most awkward, foursome conversation you've ever had. Hopefully. But you helped them to understand what real love is. And that is a major gift, the best gift. So do not discount that. But also do not deny yourself love from somebody who is willing to actually heal themselves. It feels to me like this is a reading about somebody who does not learn their lesson until they actually lose you. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, there's a relationship on the horizon for you. This could be somebody with fire sign. But I feel like this is someone you're going to be very attracted to. They've gone through a similar obstacle in their recent past. So you may actually connect with this person over separate twin flame journeys. In other words, you two may both be the Queen of Cups in this story, and you live happily ever after. So be open-minded. There are different ways that you could be happy. I do feel like this person is going to end up learning how to love when you have walked away. All right, this is The Truth Is. Hello, Cosmic Soul. How are you doing? What else do we have? Exactly. So I told you there's a commitment in your future forever and ever. Many of you are about to get married. You got to meet the person first. Okay, chill. But you walk away from someone who was non-committal and you walk towards somebody who is excited to be yours. This is somebody who's going to be a partner. Somebody in particular, I see a couple working on cars together. You find a hobby, or you both are already fans of that hobby, and it works out really nicely together. But I see you as a team. There have been relationships in both your past where you've dealt with trust issues, but I feel like you're at a point where you're able to communicate about those things so clearly that it's going to be like a breath of fresh air with this person. Because remember, overcoming differences together. So when you take time away from this twin flame, you end up finding that new person. Some of you may feel it's not an end for forever. It's just a little break. And then you meet somebody who makes you rethink that. My new favorite. I must get a few from the Love Oracle. What else do we have? Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Conflicted, decisions, hot and cold, and multiple choices. Some of you are going to go back and forth, not really sure if you can completely walk away from this twin flame, but your intuition is going to guide you towards the new person, towards the soulmate. But it's going to be tricky for you because this person who has not really made much effort for you in the past is going to start chasing you, and you're going to be like, what? I didn't know you knew how to run. Withdrawn, single, lonely, and solitary, because they were always okay to be the one that you had to chase down, right? Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. But there's always been chemistry between the two of you. Attraction, spark, and passion. It's all of them, okay? All of the cards apply to your reading. Oh, color me shocked. Can you read it? It's kind of difficult to read. Twin flame, mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. And kind of funny how this comes out when all of them fall, right? Because the first thing out of this deck, falling apart. That's where they're at right now. They don't know what to do because they kept running away from you. It was like second nature to them to run away from somebody that they love. And then all of a sudden you stop chasing and they're like, wait, where'd you go? Hold on, that was fun. Come back. They told themselves that what they liked about you was something they could replace. They told themselves they were very attracted to you and they could find somebody else. They told themselves that, you liked a couple of the same hobbies, no big deal. You could find that too. They did so much to try to minimize how they feel for you, to, distance themselves from the idea of the twin flame journey, that it's hard for them to understand, why do I feel the need to chase this person all of a sudden? I don't even know if I can have them, but I can't just let it go. This person has fought so hard to ignore their intuition. In part because they have family or friends that are very invested in their love life. I'm a player and I'd really like it if you keep being a player, or I'm your controlling parent or sibling or jealous sibling, and I like to tell you how to live your life and make sure you mess it up. There were some influences that caused them to make some poor choices. Or shall we say inspired? Family, fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. It does feel to me that for most of you, the negative influences are probably family. There's no way you could be with somebody like that. You shouldn't even, consider that. We would never accept somebody like that. So there's something about who you are that would be kind of shocking if they brought you home. I'm not saying it's an acceptable way to view things, but I do feel like their family doesn't like you. So when you realized it was not going to happen, that this person wasn't going to be able to stand up to those influences, or that they weren't going to be able to change their non-committal energy, you started to be realistic with yourself about whether or not it was time to let go of this connection and choose yourself. Let's see. I think I'm going to leave it there. Be good to yourself. Remember, you deserve to be loved. And thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Hello, Rebel. How are you doing? I hope to see you on the next reading, and have a great rest of your day. Doodles.